If I could bribe this life with roses, I plant as many as my desires. Their thorn would bite and tear the thin cloth we wear to hide from judging eyes, and the roof would fall.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jared and I am a wedding filmmaker in North Carolina. And if you're new here, what's up? On this channel, we love talking about camera gear. We love talking about wedding tips and tricks you need to grow your business. So if you're into that sort of thing, be sure to hit that like button, and it'd mean a lot if you consider subscribing as well. So today's video, we're gonna be talking about the best ND filter that money can buy. And obviously that's no secret which brand we're gonna be talking about. It's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Peter McKinnon Polar Pro ND filter. Honestly, this product is probably one of my favorites that I've bought in a long time, and for a lot of different reasons. If you haven't heard about this filter or don't even know what the mist edition I am referring to could be, essentially it is diffusion that is included in this ND filter, which allows you to get more softer highlights, less contrast, and really just gives you that dreamlike look and feel in your footage. I had a chance to use this filter on a wedding this past weekend. My friend, he got married again, luckily to the same person. So congrats, David, Rachel, I know you're watching. Honestly, I was so excited using this filter because it just made my footage so beautiful. I've always been trying to find a way to get those really nice, soft, creamy highlights in my films. And honestly, this filter is just a saving grace for what I do specifically. And honestly, if you can't tell, I am using it right now. You can see that the light right here, you have a little bit of halation going on around this light right here. Personally, I think that this look really pairs well in the realm of wedding filmmaking. It really just adds this nice subtle quality to your films and really helps you stand out above other filmmakers in your area, because it is just adding that extra layer of cinematic, in my personal opinion. The reason this ND Mist combo is one of my favorite purchases this year is because it includes two very essential assets within this filter. On one end, you are getting the neutral density filter, which is essentially sunglasses for your camera, which allows you to properly expose in camera so you aren't having to sacrifice your image via a cranked shutter or a high f-stop where everything is in focus. You're able to dial that look in, get that nice depth of field, and really get that cinematic look right in camera. Along with this ND, what they improved is the ability to feel what stop you are switching to without even having to look at the filter, which I thought was an amazing addition to this filter, and one that reminds me so much of the C100s. I can simply just click and I know which filter I'm on. And again, that is just simplifying the process. And when a product helps me simplify the filmmaking process even more, I'm all about it. The other is obviously to get those nice diffused shots in your wedding films with the diffusion embedded on this filter. And like I said before, it just adds that extra layer and look that I love to see in wedding films. Essentially, what diffusion does with your lights especially is it creates this blooming effect. It's more practically used to create dreamlike moods in movies, beauty commercials, and obviously weddings. If you have cameras like the C100 or C200 that have the built-in ND filters, and you are looking to create this effect, I personally recommend the Black Pro Mist filters. I have about two 1/4 strength Black Pro Mist filters, and honestly, I was falling in love with the way these looked on my C100s and just creating that consistent look throughout my entire film. Because you don't want one camera to have the diffused look while your others are still having all of the contrast and sharpness really baked into your image. So if you are going for that look, I definitely recommend picking a few of these up at Amazon B&H. Personally, I do recommend the Black Pro Mist. I use the Tiffin brand, and honestly, they have just been a game changer for me with this wedding. They do vary in price depending on the threads. Most Sigma and Canon glass generally use a 72 to 77 millimeter thread, so you might need some step-up rings to help adapt these filters to your lenses. As far as price, they do range anywhere from $70 to $100. But in my opinion, they are worth the price tag, especially if you are trying to get that extra layer of cinematic for your wedding films. These filters do have different strengths that you can choose from, but personally I found the 1/4 strength to be the best suited. One half was a little too extreme for me, and honestly I still want a little contrast and sharpness baked into that image, but just those subtleties is what I'm looking for with the Black Pro Mist filters. Personally, I've always been more attracted to less contrast, soft highlights, soft skin, and that hazy texture it's very appealing to me, and it really just gets me really amped up and super passionate about creating films that have that look and feel. So if you're looking to elevate your wedding filmmaking style, definitely pick a couple of these up. Just try them out, test them out, and see if it really fits your style and the look that you're going for. Personally, being able to achieve this look, I feel really elevates the style that I am looking for, which is always a good thing. You always want to be testing out new techniques and trying new things, enhance your style or create a new layer to your style for wedding filmmaking especially. The only downside to this filter is an obvious one, being when you do transition indoors, it's going to be very dark for your camera. So with the R6, I did have to switch out to just a regular Black Pro Mist. It was definitely really hard to get good exposure without sacrificing my image. So if you are looking to purchase this ND filter with the mist, I just recommend getting a Black Pro Mist as well, just so you have a backup for when you transition. So honestly, I am just really excited. I'm really happy with this purchase, and I can't wait. I have a wedding tomorrow that I am just gonna be using this all day as well, because the footage that I did last week, it just turned out so good, and I just love the look that I was able to achieve with it. So if you are thinking about it, guys, seriously, this is a pretty good investment, honestly. Usually I don't tell you what to buy if I didn't think it wasn't going to be beneficial for you in some way. But yeah, if you want it, YOLO. If you're interested in it, I will drop the link below where you can find it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful or valuable in some way, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace.